Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is Victory Arena Season 2 and this is the first match of the quarterfinals between Man I Love Flying and Daku Sena. So let's see who will come on top for this quarterfinals. The, the team that wins will be headed to the semifinals and they will be one step closer to the grand prize. Now, both the teams are quite good and we both know that they are here to fight. And with this, we are in the drafting phase with Man I Love Flying having the first pick as well as the first ban. What do you think they will ban? Is it going to be a meta or is it going to be a comfort pick or ban
Sir,
based
what's your
on the
command?
enemy?
Your team is
And it
banning.
is a Fanny, and I do know one of the players who plays Fanny over to the Dakusena side. Let's see Hitatsu. What does Hitatsu ban?
Let's fight to our heart's
Your
And
content!
it's going
team
to be
is
the
banning.
Lucas. We all know how Lucas is changing the meta with that immunity as well as that insane amount of heal, along with that CC that he gives uh, as well. So, overall, right now, both the teams have banned perfectly well, and we will be having an exciting match, it seems. What is going to be the S2 of the blue team going to banning? For me, I think they should ban a Khalid perhaps because Hitatsu plays a very, very nice Khalid.
Time to drop the beat of the
Your team
flash.
is
And it's
banning.
going to be a Joy right now. So Joy has the ability to go to the back lane with all those dashes. Now, Joy
Butterflies
has
born by
Your
thy
team
wish,
is
remained in the
banning.
meta for the
guided
past
by
month or
lantern's
so,
light.
and it has created a havoc in mythic rank matches. And we see Zukshin banning again with the poke ability that's lethal, especially for the tanks and the fighters. Along with that Sky Piercer, it is a lethal combo to have, and it's a smart move by Dakusena. So, guys, let us know who are you supporting in today's matches. This is the first game of the best of three between the Man I Love Flying and Dakusena. So, with this, we are waiting for the third ban from the team Man I Love Flying, and
True
it
love
seems it will be a
is like
Your
milk.
Carmilla.
team is banning.
And I think Dakusena will respond by banning a Sicilian maybe to get out the couple right now. And guys, I have an exciting news.
Experience the euphony of
Your
I
team
suffering.
is
just saw
picking.
that uh, the new skins of Hunter x Hunter can be bought in cheap um, if you are playing it right. So do check them out, and maybe if you are spending the diamonds, spend wisely. You can get those skins in less than 1,300 diamonds. So, and it's going to be a Sicilian pick perhaps from Man I Love Flying, and that Sicilian is going to be havoc, wreaking havoc in the late game if he stacks well and if Dakusena doesn't target him in the early game. So, is it going to be a late game pick for the team blue side, or is it going to be
Only
um,
love
a
at
mixed
night,
bag of
Your team is
heroes that they are
everlasting.
picking.
going to pick? With that Sicilian locked by neon lights, it seems that Hitatsu is going to be the tank and picking
Always on the way.
Matilda, it seems. Matilda is another strong hero. Matilda is another strong hero that is very good with uh, taking the team out of the team fights as well as taking them in too. So with her second ability as well as that ulti, uh, it's perfect tank as of now.
Time and tide wait
And
for
it's
Your
no
going to
team
man,
be
is picking.
a
nor girl.
Beatrix picked by Absolute Cinema. So Absolute Cinema is a very, very good player, it seems. And I have checked out some of his matches recently. So it's nice to see that he is playing in Beatrix and his Beatrix is OP. Let's see how Man I Love Flying will respond to this. I do know that Neon Lights plays very nicely over on the Man I Love Flying. So it's going to be interesting. Very good player, it seems. And I have checked out some of his matches recently. And it seems Man I Love Flying is taking their time to study as well as pick uh, the heroes. So that's a well informed team. I hope they're prepared and they'll pick wisely. And it seems it's going to be a Clint as a
I'm not
marksman
the only
and a
one bound by
Phobias.
this
Chivalry is
chain.
So
dead,
Phobias
and
is
I
very
Your
will
tanky,
team
as
is
we
not.
all know.
picking.
Plus, that ability to stop and give CC is very lethal. Along with that, Clint, if he builds Skypiercer, he will dish out a lot of damage in the late game. So it's all based on farm for the team Mana I Love Flying, whereas we are yet to see what Dakuni Sena is going to pick. And it seems it's going to be Luo Yi. And it's my favorite hero in MLBB. I am trying to push uh, Luo as my main mage this season. But no, it seems it's going to be Eve. I do not like Eve as of
Among the
now. I know
planes
some people
exists
say
the
it's a
Your
meta,
team is
equilibrium,
banning.
but
which I was made
I
for.
think that was a bad decision. But then again, it's not me who is playing, it's the teams who are playing this tournament. So let's see if their comp works out well or not. So from Dakusena's side, it's
Hayabusa,
going to be
Sanjo.
Your team
Hayabusa
is
that's going to be
banning.
banned. Okay. So that Hayabusa does create a lot of problems for Beatrix as well as that mage, especially for the Eve, it seems, because Eve is a very still hero, so to speak. And Haya can one shot Eve with his ulti. What will be the ban of Man I Love Flying? I believe it's going to be a hyper like Soyu or perhaps even Alpha because Alpha can dish out a lot of damage to Phobias and target their uh, tankiness. Or it's going to be an assassin that can reach back out to uh, the heroes such as Clint or the Mage.
Test.
And it's going
Alpha
to be
is
the
Your team
Alpha.
online.
is
It
banning.
seems they are listening to me and they banned Alpha. But okay, now what will be the ban from Petrolocus? Um, I think it will be a tank ban, perhaps, or it's going to be a fighter ban, um, because MM and Mage has been picked from by either side. So the wise choice would be either the hyper or the tank
The
ban.
Immortal
It's
One
going to be
chose me to
Your
Soyu,
team
vanquish the
is
and
banning.
Soyu
shadows
is a
that
very
plague
good
this
ban,
world.
a solid ban considering his ability to dash as well as stun and escape as well. So he can get in and out of the fight very easily. And it seems Akusena is not playing around as well, which should be the case considering this is the quarterfinals. Whoever wins will have a seat at the semifinals in this tournament. So, guys, with that, I would also like to ask you to like and subscribe our channel and do share it with your friends. That helps us to grow as well as bring you exciting content. And okay, so I'll let you out on a secret. We are planning something big. It might be coming towards your way in
Valor
maybe
and
a
royalty in
couple
a
of
Your
dead
days.
team is
So
body.
hopefully
picking.
you will be excited. So it's going to be a Leo mode ban. I think it's a respect ban out here because Jazz or Petrolocus might be able to play uh, Leo mode. I'm not sure. So Leo mode being banned is a respect ban, and I like that. So they are showing that yes,
You are
you play this
facing
hero
a
well and we are
Your
cluster.
afraid
team
of
is
it,
picking.
so it's fine, we can ban it. And it's going to be a glue, so glue is very tanky if played well. Plus his um plus his 1-2 combo is quite deadly. He can spam it and he can lower the HP of mages and marksmen very easily. So let's see how Dagosena is planning to execute that blue gameplay and what will be the response of Man Eyes of Flying. They have the tank as well as the hyper left, and it seems it's going to be Julian as a hyper. And is it going to be Barats as a tank or not?
Who
It
said there are
seems
no
they are
shortcuts in life?
choosing Chip,
I
so
literally
Chip will
invented
provide a
one.
lot
I
of
am
mobility.
more
And I
than
don't
Your
a
remember
team
if the
weapon.
is
Chip
picking.
got buffed or not, but in the advanced server, I was checking while playing Chip that now he doesn't have to stand on the portals to
Light me
get
up
from one
and
portal
watch
to
the
another.
world
So
burn!
if it has been applied to the original server, it will be devastating. And it's going to be the Xbox from the team Dakusena. So Xbog and Matilda can combo really well as that glue can lower the HP while the Xbox can secure the kills. So it's all round Sky Piercer game for Beatrix as well as maybe even Xbox might build. Uh, Xbox might build the Sky Piercer. Okay. And if we see the spell, it's going to be two flickers from the team Man I Love Flying and a Purify. I do not know why they would pick Purify, but okay, maybe perhaps of glue. So let's see what they are planning. And we have Flicker all around for the team
Welcome
Dakusena.
to Mobile Legends.
And here we are in the land of Dawn.
5 seconds till the
And it
enemy
seems
reaches the
both the teams
battlefield.
will be going for
Smash
their
them!
blue buffs respectively.
All troops deployed.
And I was right. Both the teams are heading for their blue buffs. Now it's only the matter of time who will get to the level 4 first and will be ganking. And that Sicilian using that Hisoka skin is quite good. It seems that they are utilizing the tournament lobby well. Look at that Matilda trying to poke and that Eve poking as well. In the top lane, the glue is trying to get that EXP as much as possible, whereas the Clint is trying to get inside the turret to be playing safe because that Beatrix has the range better than the Clint. Look at that Sicilian stacking up in the early game. He has to manage mana, and it seems the gang will be in the bottom lane as of now. But the chip is there to prevent those ganks. The Julian is level 3. His skills have been unlocked, so I think we can see a kill anytime soon, but he misses his skills. That would have been a very good first blood if it was not missed. So let's see in the top lane, we are seeing the blue cutting the lane and taking advantage of his first and second skill spam because I believe he might have that spell in the middle lane. Oh wait, no, he has Wilderness Blessing in his second one. So that's interesting. Look at that blue being fearless and going to cut in the next lane as well. But I think he will be punished for it. But no, he escapes with such a low HP that Xbox has been after the
First
Chip's live, and
blood.
that will be the first blood from Xbox. That was a nice first blood from Xbox. I think the and see, that's what I was saying. The chip, sorry, the glue will be creating a lot of trouble by spamming those skills. And we are seeing a turtle fight, turtle going down. I don't think there'll be a fight. Dakusina will be taking it very easily. As of now, the Julian needs to pick up his pace in order to get to the buffs and level up. The chip is trying to give vision and attack a bit. However, the setups are not as good as they would like. Plus, the damage isn't really there from the Sicilian. The Eve is doing a great job of poking, but there comes the Sicilian's claws and he will do a lot of damage. But okay, that was a good damage from Beatrix's ult, and we have to see what Julian can do over here. I don't think Julian will be able to get a kill because Xbox is coming, and if Xbox joins the team fight, we will see another kill from the team Dakusena on Man I Love Flying, perhaps. That Eve is poking the heck out of the chip, and which is a very good thing because they need to poke enough. And we see Glue taking down that Focus in the top lane. And as I said, Glue is a very irritating hero if you don't know how to counter it, as well as if the person plays it really well. His heal is amazing. Look at that Matilda and Xbox combo coming in. I think this will be a kill from Xbox, and it does, sure is. So now we just have to see if he can survive because Dakusena is not giving up on Clint as of now. The maze needs to rotate because this is a barrage of attack on the MM. And I think this will be the bad choice for Clint if they join in. But the backup is arriving soon from the team Man I Love Flying. That was a very good sidestep by Clint. Beatrix, Matilda, and Eve are relentless in attacking that tower. They are going to poke the enemy out so much that they will have to retreat. But that Sicilian is going to clear it seems, and we have seeing the turtle taken down by Xbox uncontested yet again it seems. So I think um, Undead needs to pick up his pace because that glue is irritating the hell out of the team. Man, I love flying. And that was a vengeance being popped out. I think it was pretty useless over there. But then again, they are the ones playing. I'm just commenting on a third person's perspective. And in the bottom lane, it seems that Clint is losing that tower because the Beatrix is doing a very, very, very good job in poking and keeping Clint out of range. So right now, if you see the goal difference is not much, only almost 3k, but it's going to create a havoc sooner or later. And there we go. The hyper is down from the team Mana Love Flying, and we see that even though the clean chip is doing good job and the Phoebe is dominating in the team fight, but the damage is too much from Dakusena. And the Xbox joins in the team fight from behind, and he is going to give his ult
Killing
sooner.
spree.
Oh, he kills without the ult, so that's the amount of damage that Dakusena has right now. And that slow from two
Double kill.
people will definitely take down Clint. And I was right. So this will be impacting a lot because now the goal difference is showing up along with the turret difference, which is one in the favor of Dakusena. And it seems the mid turret is also going down in a few seconds. And it has gone down. Look at the damage from Beatrix. I believe Beatrix has built his malefic gun and is almost completing his BOD. The Phobius is trying to push out, but I don't think he has enough damage to clear out lanes in good amount of time. This is a game that Sicilian has to come out in front because a lot depends on his gameplay and his damage. And if I see right now, he has built Clock of Destiny build. I do not like this build considering that there is enemy has Glue, Matilda, as well as Xbox. Building glowing wand would have been much better and more fruitful because they need the anti-heal at the earliest, and the third turtle will again be taken down uncontested. So this is a bad side for Manila. Flying Dakusina is not leaving the team, uh, and I think there will be another kill
Unstoppable.
soon, and it does. So they are relentless. They are showing why they are one of the best teams out there. So, Manala Flying, you have to pull up your socks together to get the kills or at least push pressure the Dakusena back. And if I see the score, it's right now one sided. It's 0-10 in favor of Dakusena. And I think the Blue has got one other victim. But no,
Killing spree.
the Blue did get that kill, but he will die in the
Killing
process, I
spree.
believe. And it was a double kill by Xbog inside that low HP. That Blue is still alive and he escapes properly with the help of Matilda. So that's what I'm talking about. The team composition has to be very, very good in order to counter Glue because Glue is going to uh, pursue you and will not only give damage but also stop your team from attacking you or the Glue for that matter during his ultimate. But it seems the Clint is getting a bit more damage right now, and it might help.
Mega kill.
But that was an amazing ulti from Beatrix, and I think it might have been double kill if the chip didn't escape at the earliest. And in top lane, we are seeing the Glue versus Phobius fight. The Phobius is getting melted down very easily, and that Glue will definitely now start
Mega
spamming that
kill.
to kill. And there we go. The Glue gets the other kill right now. Look at that score of Glue 408, and he has that glowing wand. And we are seeing that the chip has built his anti-heal right now, but the team is in desperate need of more anti-heal, especially the glowing wand, to be more effective. And the king and the Sicilian have still not built that glowing wand. So I don't know why they haven't built it by now. So it seems he's sticking to the regular build. But remember, guys, you guys need to change your build as the team fight progresses. Otherwise, it's very difficult to come back. You need to play smartly. Look at that glue trying to give out damage. And I think this will be another kill. Oh no, the Matilda goes to the safety, but that ship is in trouble. He escapes back in time, and this will be GG's, I believe. If they take the Lord, this will be very hard to defend for Man I Love Flying. And only one turret is left standing from the team Man I Love Flying. Dakusena is giving a lot of damage. Look at that difference in gold. It's more than 13k as of now. And that damage will come in handy.
Shut
The Eve
down.
taking the kill. Finally, the Hyper took one kill out there. But I think this will be the end
Godlike.
for Phobius as well. So it is 3 versus 5 right now. Sorry, 4 right now. But let's see what will happen. The Xbox has that immortality, and I don't think it will be broken down easily because Matilda will be providing a lot of shield. And um, the Sicilian is still not building anti-heal. I don't know what that mage is thinking as of now because that is not the build pathway for the anti-heal, I believe. The Matilda is going to poke in a lot, and I believe the MM will be taking the law down as to get the final blow to the Man I Love Flying and take the first match for themselves. But no, he is still fighting. So right now, Dakusena is just playing with the enemy, I believe, because this is just one-sided domination and relentless attack. Eve coming in with the ult, Beatrice getting that kill on Chip, and Matilda getting that kill on Phobius. Look at that glue coming in so inside the base to get all those damage points. And the Beatrix kills the Clint, and we'll see another kill by Eve on Julian. And with that, the base has gone, and the first match goes to the Dagosina.
Victory!
Now, the Man I Love Flying has to be very, very, very uh, smart for the next game. With that, I would like to remind that stats right now, the Sicilian has the most damage, followed by, I believe it's Phobius from the team Man I Love Flying, whereas from the Takusena, obviously it's going to be the Beatrix, and followed by Eve. And surprisingly, the Glue and Xbox have almost the same uh, damage points. With that, I would like to take 5 minutes and we'll be right back with the next game of this uh, round. Hello, guys. Welcome back to our channel. So, this is the quarterfinals, day one, round one, and this is the second match between the team Man I Love Flying versus Daku Sena. And the first match went to Daku Sena, and they were victorious in an utter domination. Let's see how this one pans out. And it seems it's going to be Hitatsu who will be having the first ban and pick. So, what will be the first ban from the team Dakusena? Is it going to be the same, perhaps a Zukshin, or are they planning to pick Zukshin this time around? Because I do know they are having a good mage player,
Sir,
and
what's
it's
your
going to be a
command?
Your
Fanny.
team is banning.
So, Fanny ban still, it is a
Butterflies
very good
born
Your
as
ban
I
team is
wish,
considering the
banning.
Fanny's
guided by
mobility
lantern's
and
light.
her ability to hit the back targets very, very, very easily. And I see a Zukshin bang from the team Man I Love Flying. So Zukshin, as I have mentioned before, has a very good poke ability, and that Sky Piercer on Zukshin, if played well, is very, very devastating. So now, apart from this, I believe there should be a Joy ban from one of the teams, and there should be perhaps um let's say maybe a Soyu ban from team Darkosena, I guess. So let's see. And it's going to be a
Your
Haya,
team is
an
banning.
interesting ban, and it seems Haya will be out for this game as well. The last time I remember it was um Darkosena banning the Haya too, because they knew that Haya can target that Eve as well as the MM if played well. So again, a smart ban. They know their comps well, so as to they know what the counters are. They know what to do, how to pick. So it's showing in their drafting. Now let's see what will the man I love flying will ban over here. Is it going to be the same ban, the joy, and it's
Experience
going to
the
be
Your
Granger.
youthful
team is
So
suffering.
banning.
Granger with his Rhapsody is insane along with that Sky Piercer. It seems the Sky Piercer is the new meta for all the good damage dealers along with some mages. So it's no wonder that Sky Piercer is causing a lot of problems for a lot of heroes. And with the third ban, priority will be given to who by Dakusena. I believe
Let's
it's going
fight
to
to our
be
heart's content!
Your
Lucas.
team is
So
banning.
Lucas, it's a solid ban. Not many heroes can counter it, but if played well, he will be a lot more tankier as an EXP laner than perhaps a normal tank, even at some cases. So the third ban from the team Man I Love Flying needs to be, I believe, Sicilian, or it's going to be the Matilda because Matilda did give a lot of problem to Man I Love Flying. I think they
Always
should
on
ban
the
a
way.
Matilda, and
Your
they
team
did
is
ban a
picking.
Matilda. It seems that they are connecting with me. They
Only
banned last
love
time as well.
and
Your
night
However,
team
they're
is
are
going to
picking.
lose the
everlasting.
Sicilian to Bright over here. So Bright is going to be playing the mage this time around as well. Or it was it Absolute Cinema? No, Absolute Cinema picked the MM last game. So yeah, it's going to be Bright again. So Bright will be playing Sicilian, and Sicilian is Sunny's favorite. So I hope he's watching and cheering on the Sicilian user this time around as well, because last time around it was pretty bad because of the build pathway. I believe the it would have gone a different way if they would have picked
Let's hear from the
Sicilian,
crowd.
and the
Make
first
some
build would
noise.
have
Here
been
comes the
um,
brightest flare in
Your
anti-heal.
this
team
That
is
is
galaxy.
picking.
DAY-1, and we see a Beatrix as well as um, CC over here. So there are going to be two CCs over here. So I have to speak Sicilian's full name,
My
and
magic
we will
flows
use
as
that fighter
freely as
CC
the
as well.
winds.
Okay, okay. Now what? So they are going to go with a two mage combo. So okay, the two mage combo has been a long time ago. It's been a while since I've seen this. So a Sicilian and a whale pick. Are they throwing this
Let
game,
them
or are
play
they
the
having a
hero.
comp that we don't
Your
know
I will
team
about?
be the
is
We
picking.
truth
will
this
be
world
finding out
desperately
very soon
needs.
as we move into the land of dawn. But this will give an advantage to the man I love flying. But also, don't forget, now they have technically three CCs, and um, whereas Manila Flying doesn't have a lot of those as of now. What will be their priority pick will be? I think it's going to be perhaps a tank, or is it going to be a mage? A mage would be much suited over here, considering they know they have the two mages. Okay, and it's going to be the
Yoshi is not just
Atlas.
our
So
Your
Atlas
home,
is
team
a
is
solid
banning.
it
pick.
is
However,
who we are.
with that, they have to have a tanky hyper. Otherwise, they will have no one to front
Horology is my
lane.
Your
craft,
And a
team is
Diggy
Diggy is
ban
my
was
banning.
name.
imminent as the Atlas was picked. So Diggy was banned properly from the Man I Love Flying. It was a smart move, calculated move, and well, we all know what Diggy can do. Now coming with the Joy ban by
Your team
Time
is
to
Hitatsu.
drop
banning.
the
So
beat of
as
the
I said,
flash.
Joy is pretty irritating as a hyper for mages and marksmen. And considering they have two mages right now, it's a pretty solid ban. But I believe they should have banned perhaps a Ling over here, because Ling is um, also open, and I believe either the neon lights or the undead do play Ling. So let's see how this pans out. What will be the last ban
Time
be?
to take the
It's
field.
going to be
Your
the
team
Bruno
is
out there.
banning.
So Bruno is quite
The
effective
Immortal
in
One
terms of
chose me to
Your
vanquish the
marksman
team is
with that
picking.
shadows that
insane amount
plague
of
this
damage. He
world.
can melt even tanks. I know, like a squad who plays, all of the squad members play Bruno. So AMD Esports, their name is. So I know how bad Bruno can be if is in the right hands. So I'm glad that we see a Bruno ban, but now we have to see what they will pick to counter those two mages and that dragon. So dragon is being countered by CC with that vengeance. So perhaps they are going to pick a mage over here and let the hyper be picked at last, because that will be a wise decision out here.
Light
And
me up and
they
watch
Your
have
the
an
team is
world
Xbox pick,
picking.
so they
burn!
stole that Xbox from Dakusina and picked
I
Hyper.
am
And
more than
this
a
is going to be
weapon.
an interesting fight because they have switched their hypers. The teams have switched their hypers, and I believe Beatrix has also been taken by Mana left flying from Dakusena. So is it going to be a Cho tank right now? Because Cho can be devastating, especially for the mages as well as the MMs. Well, everything is devastating for mages and MMs. So, well,
No one can escape
and
my
it's going to
iron
be a
fist.
Your
Badang,
team is
and
picking.
Badang is being built as tank these days, and it is very
As
effective.
fleeting as a
Vansh
snowflake's
plays
breath. As timeless as
this
a glacier's heart.
Badang as a tank. So Vansh is a player that I have seen in rank games. So it's nice to see that other peoples are also trying to find out new combos. And we have that Aurora collector skin. I wanted to buy this, however, I am trying not to. So, Aurora collector skin, as well as that Sicilian's Hisoka skin, as well as that Patroclus using Julian's uh, Hunter x Hunter skin. So it will be interesting. All of the people are using their best skins. That's the beauty of tournament lobbies, as well as the whale is using his annual starlight, it seems. So let's see what happens. Don't forget that the Dakusena doesn't have an MM, so they will have a lot on their plate in the late game if the Sicilian doesn't
Welcome
pan out
to
as they are
Mobile
intending to.
Legends. 5 seconds
Well
till the
done,
enemy
team.
reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
So, guys, if you're hearing any voices
All
from my
troops deployed.
background, I'm really sorry. I have multiple dogs today at my place and they are barking like anything. And both the teams are starting from the blue buffs. So, I believe, I think Julian should be able to clear that buff faster than Xbog, but he did get a lot of help. So, yes, Julian did clear his buff faster. And look at that Aurora being poked by Batang over there. Hitatsu is doing a good job. and he's straight away moving to the top lane because he knows that the um Jazz is in trouble. But I think this will be the bad
First
decision.
blood.
No, the CC gets the first blood. That was a very well played move. Now the Badang will take the kill on perhaps the CC, but no, the CC escapes. That was a that's a nice fight going on in the top lane. The Sicilian is out of mana, so I think the wise choice will be to retreat back. But the Xbog and the mages are coming, and that will be a bad decision. The mage will die over here. Sicilian is taken down by the Xbox. A good flicker by Aurora over there. And look at that, Bale and MM trying to fight it out. And then the ganks are still happening in the top lane, I believe, because the turtle is going to spawn in around 17-18 seconds. Look at that tank, the Julian coming in with his third skill properly, but the tank escapes from the Badang's second skill, I believe. And they're trying to take out the tank so that the team fight is much easier. But the Vault is going to be killed over here by Yuzong, and that Yuzong taunting that Borg as well as Sissy, and this will be an uncontested Lord, it seems, for the team Dakusena yet again. And that Sicilian gets the um, Lord. So all well and good, at least the Sicilian got the buff instead of the enemy. That was a very good start from uh, Man I Love Flying, so let's see what they can offer us in this game. It seems the Badang is trying to gank the tank, perhaps. That ult from, sorry, the first skill of Aurora looks very nice, but I believe uh, it's almost similar to the, what do we say, Zodiac one in some cases. So I don't know if it's worth the buy. Suggest them down. Look at that Yuzong cutting in the lane in the deep enemy territory, and he will be moving towards the team fight. It will be easy for him to rotate. Now, however, that mage did block his pathway. Now, can we see a gank happening in the bottom lane? Because the Badang is in a very, very good position to get one or two kills out. But I don't think he has a backup as of now. And look at that Aurora, oblivious to Badang, and he will take that advantage. The passive pops out of Aurora, but she will die over here by Sicilian. And that Julian takes out that uh, Atlas. So now it's a bad situation for the MM because she is being. Oh no, she flickers away at the right time, it seems. Sorry, she used her second skill. So that was a nice dodge by the MM. So she is doing a good job. Badang still is trying to get that MM skill, whereas that tank is trying to defend. However, he will be taken back over here. And I think this will be another uncontested Lord, it seems. The Julian is doing quite a good amount of farm. So I think his damage will be coming soon as he builds that genius wand. Look at that Sicilian chasing in that um, Atlas, and that Sicilian takes down. And that was a very low HP Sicilian. Beatrix could have gotten the kill, but that was an amazing fight from Julian. He did take the, and the Julian escapes with such a low HP. I
Killing
think the Badang will
spree.
be taken down. That was a nice killing spree by CC over from the Man I Love Flying. I was going to say MILF because that's the short form, but then I chose not to. And that Aurora will be taken down by that Yuzong and is petrified, it seems. So, with that, right now the score is 6-5 in favor of Dakusena, although the goal difference isn't much. It's almost okay, but the team fight is going on. That Sicilian getting in that kill with his ulti. as well as his
Shut
first kill,
down.
and that Yuzong getting in another second kill. That Xbox ulti did get wasted over here. So Xbox needs to, uh, be patient while using their ult. They need to know when to use that ult because that half HP movement from here to there is very deadly. And look at that Badang's positioning. I think he will try to, you know, engage so as to let that mage come forward. And I just realized Dakusena has three magic damages. Look at that CC and the mage. Oh my god. This will be a lot of damage by Sicilian and the Atlas gets taken down. I think this will be a second kill. Oh no, that Aurora barely escapes over there. And this is a very, very dominating game by Dakusena, although they have let down a few more kills. And the Yuzong gets taken down, but I think it will be a wise choice for Petrolocus to fall back. And I think Aurora will be dying over here. But that Aurora
Killing
pops in his
spree.
ult, and that is a nice
Double kill.
defense. But that Sissy will take down double kill over here. So that's how you play a Sicilian. A good Sicilian can change the game,
Triple
and it will
kill.
be a triple kill on CC. That Sicilian is popping off right now, left, right, and center. That Oh my god, the Veil is also giving a lot of damage. So they have been doing a lot of good job all around. All the three magic damages are working out. And let's see what the build is. It seems that the lone using player using Atlas is building dominance. And I don't think again that's a wise decision. Same goes for Aurora. I think Aurora should have built some other item because using mana book as a second item is not good considering the enemy players are weak. They just need to spam uh, damage over there, and Xbox can take out the enemy quite well. So again, it's the build issue I see from the neon lights. And the Beatrix has that malefic gun and almost close to building BOD. So what do you think, guys? Is it going to be another 10-12 minute game, or are they are is going are okay? That team fight is amazing,
Monster
and we
kill.
see a double kill. Okay, no, we see a one kill and a monster kill by Yuzong, and that Badang uses ult, and we will see another kill perhaps by Vale. It seems so. That was an amazing initiation by Badang. That Badang is not letting the other team breathe. Look at the damage from CC, and it forces that Aurora to flicker away. And I think,
Killing spree.
and he kills and gets out. That was some amazing fast hands from Petrolocus right now, and that's how you play it. And I think the tank should not have done that because he doesn't have any magic damage. Sorry, magic defense to take that much of damage from all the three mages. And that Sicilian has now built all the damage items, so this will go a long way. And let's hope the Beatrix as well as the Xbox uh, come and fight the enemy properly, and the engages are perfect. Look at the damage on from Sicilian on Aurora. So we are seeing now what seems to be the beginning of the end over here for Man I Love Flying. But let's hope that they get the look at the damage from Whale as well. What has the Whale built? So he has built Blood Wings as well as Fishing Lantern. A decent items for on Whale. Look at that Yuzong using his ult, popping in that ult to get them away. I believe one of the turrets should go down by now because the Lord is coming. And the damage is quite nice again from the Sicilian. All the teams will be, all the members from the Manila Flying will be forced to recall, get back to the base, heal up, and come out fresh. And I'm glad that except the Atlas, all of them have their ultis as of now. I think the Beatrix should change the guns, and she did. And that's a very good ult from Badang, but he will be taken down by Beatrix, or most likely the tower damage was quite insane.
Mega
And that
kill.
Atlas will be taken down from by Julian. Let's hope it's right now 1v1 versus 1 death on each side. It's a 4v4 game. Can they defend? And it seems that the Whale's ulti took out most of the minions over there. So it is going to be very tough for the Beatrix to handle this much of minions. The Aurora and Beatrix both have the ults, so let's hope that they use that ult pretty well.
Shut
That was a
down.
very good
Double
ult
kill.
from uh,
Godlike.
Atlas. That was a pretty good ult from the Atlas, and we have to see that the Atlas did a good job and that Beatrix gave a good follow up. So as the game progresses, that Beatrix's fight as well as the ability to kill will be a major game changer. Look at that Xbox, and I think the Xbox should be taken down, but no, he escapes with that low HP. And I have just been noticing that Xbox has still not built um, immortality, because I think that will give him a lot of sustainability and ability to uh, get enough time to spam his ult after his immortality is being used up. The Atlas is too ahead with no follow up. So let's see if the Yuzong will initiate, or will the Dakusena wait for another opportunate item to spike in order to get the kills. And I don't know why the brute force has been built by Xbox, because we need magic defense by him. That was a very good
Legendary.
uh,
Shut down. Double
kills
kill.
by Sicilian. The ult was there from Aurora, but
Triple kill.
unfortunately it didn't connect pretty well. And the triple kill on Sicilian just shows how dominant that Sicilian is being. And I think he will be taken
Shut
down over
down.
here finally.
Double
And
kill.
that Xbox does have that immortality as of now, and that CC is doing a lot of damage. I think the whale will be taken down as well. So this is a chance this is a chance for the team Man I Love Flying to take down the Lord, perhaps, because the hyper will be coming in 8 seconds. So if they play their cards right and their retry is good, Xbox can take the Lord pretty nicely. But look at that Yuzong trying to get the kill on CC, but the CC has a lot of damage. And I think the Petrify is not there for Yuzong. So let's see how this will turn out. Who will steal the Lord? And that Julian steals the Lord. The Xbox was too far, I believe.
Killing spree.
I think this is another GG because the Sicilian is giving a lot of damage. And look at that damage from Badang as well. He's doing a good job initiating well. I think that was a bad positioning from the Aurora neon lights, and he will be punished for that. And I think this will be the end of it. And that flicker saves that Beatrix pretty
Mega
well.
kill.
So
Double
let's
kill.
hope that they can defend this Lord and we can see a comeback from them, because after this, if the team takes Lord, will be very difficult to come back from it. And the farm is being the Atlas is doing a good job initiating, but he doesn't have a enough good enough backup, and the
Mega
backup just
kill.
arrived. The Sicilian is alone with that Xbox. I think the Xbox should have popped his ult over there to give more damage. And I think
Shut
that will be the
down.
end of for the Xbox over here. So guys, this is an interesting game. And we see that the Atlas is alone over there, and I think he will be taken down pretty nicely if okay, he escapes because of the skills not connecting over there. And that was a very good damage from Aurora, and the tower did the final death for final damage for the whale. I think the team should have followed up. They might have secured a kill or two, perhaps. So, guys, the defense from Team Man I Love Flying is amazing by now. But look at that goal difference is negligible as of now. Only the kill difference remains, and the towers. Only one tower has been touched by Man I Love Flying. So even if they take Lord, and we see a conceal being popped in, but okay, the conceal did not do its job properly, and the Sicilian skill also did not connect. So that Beatrix is lucky. Right now, their aim is to take that Beatrix out because the Beatrix is clearing the lane pretty easily. And will we see a contest of the
Shut
Lord?
down.
Now, the CC has been killed off uh, by that Yuzong, and we see. I think they are just trying to target the back lane because they know that they will win the fight and they don't need the Lord. And as I was correct, and I think this will be the end for Team Man I Love Flying. And that Badang will be dead. No, he escapes properly, and I think the Julian will end it. This is a end for this game. Daku Sena did their job perfectly at the
Victory!
end, and I believe this will be the end for Man I Love Flying. It has been a great opportunity for you to join us and for us to engage and see your gameplay. And we hope that we see you in the next tournament as well. And congratulations to Daku Sena for moving into the semi-finals that will be held in 1 to 2 days. So, guys, with that, we'll take a short break and we'll be returning back soon with other exciting games.
Hello, guys. Good evening, and this is the day one, round four of Victory Arena Season 2, and we gonna experience the clash between Vengeance Seekers versus Phobia's Phobia Esports. So yeah, it's gonna be legendary, guys. Like someone said, our fight will be legendary. So we are excited. So it's me on the casting decks, J for Justin. I'm absolutely excited to see these two teams play against each other. So yeah, let's dive into the draft phase anytime soon. And with this, it will be the Vengeance Esports first pick. So they're gonna be banning the first hero as well. So what you guys think? Do let us know which team you guys are supporting in the comment section, guys. I will be reading everyone's comment as well. And with this, Killua have the ban, and recently the Killua skin has been released for the Harith, I believe, and Harith is absolutely wrecking everyone in the golden, is dominating the golden phrase as well as Granger, I believe. So yeah, the keeping his name as
Time to
Killua
drop the
is
beat of
definitely
your
a good
life.
call, I believe. And with this, the joy will be banned from the menu because it is absolutely OP with the electrifying beats, and the mobility has the CC immune on his second skill as well. So definitely a really good of choice to ban out the heroes if you're not gonna play it. And we're gonna see a Juxian ban coming in from the side of Povia Esports because
Always
we
on
all
the
know how
way.
strong it is. It has the capability, a utility mage, but yeah, it has the capability to displace the frontliners and keep the backliners in a vulnerable position. So definitely a really great call to move her out from the menu. And there we go, guys. We're gonna see a Matilda ban as well, and because she is OP with the circling eagle. And yes, Tarun Reddy Lucas is allowed that in this tournament. And with this, Harith is getting banned the phobias from the phobia esports. So yeah, I'm keep saying on phobias, but never mind. And it will be, let's see the what's the third ban coming in from Vengeance Esports will be, because after that. That the picks, the bans does matters in terms of the draft, I believe. And talking about the mages, in the mage sector, I believe the Jukshin as well as the Sicilian is dominating the mid lane sector. So yeah, as well as the Granger in the gold lane. So Harriet and Go and the Granger should be banned because they are pretty strong in their sectors. And as well as Irithel, if you know how
Only
to
love and
reposition
might
herself. So we're
are
gonna see a
everlasting.
Sicilian ban. So like I said, guys, these two mages are absolutely dominating the mid lane phrases. So definitely a good call to move them out of the menu. So let's see what will be the third and the last ban before the first three picks will be from the side of Phobia Esports. And guys, do let us know what is your prediction on the bans as well as the picks.
Experience
And
the
we're gonna see a
euphony of
Granger ban.
suffering.
Like I said, Granger is pretty strong in the current meta because of the poke and because of the damage it has, as well as in the mid to late game spike is
Let's fight
insane.
to our
And
heart's
with this,
content.
Killua will be securing and picking that Lucas pick in an instant because he knows the capabilities of Lucas, and the Sacred Beast mode is absolutely tanky, I would say, with the vengeance, also with the revitalize. So yeah, there we go. We're gonna see a Kufra in response to the Lucas, it seems, and hopefully he does able to land those Rage of the Tyrant as well as the Tyrant's Revenge. So it will be fun to watch it. And let's see what will be the second pick of the Phobia Esports will be. Guys, do let us know.
This time,
And it will
the
be
choice is
none
mine.
other than a Xavier. So yeah, they are not really focusing on too much of an meta pick. I believe they are going with the comfort picks of the first two pick, like I see, and definitely I hope they will perform better because it always mastery over meta. And yeah, there you go. We're gonna see two more picks coming in from the
This is the
Vengeance Sport,
Emperor's
and it will
order.
be none other than the Akai, will be really useful, canceling the Kuvra CC with the Giant Wheel. And yeah, he will be impactful in the fight as well. Let's see what will be the third pick of Team Vengeance Esports will be, because that will impact a lot. And a lot of OP hypers are open, like the Suyu is open, I would say, and it's better to get
Hope will
him
find a way.
to your hands.
Even
And they
when
have
all
decided
is
to get the
forlorn.
Vexena, so we gonna see some uh, OP terrifies, as well as the Eternal Knight could be absolutely menacing in the team fights. So yeah, so far they are increasing their team fight capabilities, and the Akai is a great disengaged hero in terms if the whole team did got stunned or they got stuck in some situation, and his ultimate will be really useful to disengage the fight and save his teammates as well. And are we
Swivel.
gonna see a Fanny?
Swing.
There we
Your
go.
team is
Himanshu, the
last.
Phobia Esports will be
Not
rocking
bad.
on into the Fanny after getting the Kufra themselves. But let's not forget the Chow is open though,
Your
but there is
team
no
is
point
winning.
because
3,000
Chow has no
worlds,
place. The EXP
and
has
not
been
a
picked,
single
the
worthy
roam
foe.
position has been filled unless the Akai decides to go with an Akai jungle, and Martis will be banned from the side of Phobia Esports, so no more mortal recoil in the fight, and that could be nice as well
No one can
because
escape
and
my
Badang has been
Your
banned from the
team
side of
is
Vengeance
banning.
Esport. That's really nice. It's he is a really OP meta EXP in this current patch because he can be played with both of the builds. Either you can go with the damage build or the tanky build, which is the support emblem build, I believe, with the thunder belt and some defense items, and you will be dealing a lot of damage along with the tankiness that you desire as an XP lane. So it's better to get him out of the menu because he is way too strong in the current patch, I believe. And let's see what the final ban of Phobia Esports will be, because this ban will decide a lot that what type of drop comp they wants to go with, because a lot of OP heroes are open. I think they should ban the Suyu as well because the Kufra have to babysit this mage all the time or he will be taken down. But
Your team
they have
is
decided to take out
banning.
the Haya instead. That's a good call too. I mean, yeah, because he does have the ability. The Ogi Shadowkill could be really annoying. Take out the backline heroes as well as the Fanny. His Ogi Shadowkill can get stuck to the Fanny and just chase her down and get the kill on her. So definitely a good call to take her out of the menu as well. And with this, let's see if Vengeance Seekers will ban something really OP, I believe. It should be an EXP ban or a marksman ban,
Ready?
and it will be a
Go. Your
Layla.
team
Wow,
is picking.
hilarious. The Granger has been banned. The the Gareth has been banned, so it's the Irithel that's left open. It seems. Let's see if they're gonna pick the Irithel or not, because she is being played in a lot of match. It seems, and she is pretty strong in her place in the goal lane as well. And but you never know because if you can play other MMs really properly, that will work as well. Like the Moscow, yeah, Moscow could be an issue for the Fanny as well. But I feel like Phobia
Let's
Esports
hear for the
shouldn't be
crowd.
showing the
Your team is taking
showing the
victory.
Moscow, so that the Vengeance Seekers will get the idea that
Locked,
okay,
loaded,
he
and
will be
ready to
locking
bring the
that Clint
heat.
with that mythic skin automatically. I think that's the thing that tells us a lot that this Clint has the mastery. The user has the mastery over the Clint. So we're gonna see. Let's see what's the last pick. That is the hyper pick. Will be from the side of Vengeance Seekers, and that will tell us a lot about the draft. Whew. And a lot of OP heroes are open. Like I said, the Suyu is still open, and the Joy. Oh, Joy got banned. Never mind. And it will be a Yuzhong? So Akai is going as a
Let
jungle, it
them play
seems.
the
Like I said,
hero.
guys.
Your
I will
team
be
is
the
picking.
Oh
truth
no,
this
it will
world
be a
desperately
Lucas jungle
needs.
because Akai will be in the roam position. Okay, they have made it out, and it will be an Irithel, it seems. The Phobia Esports knows what they are doing. So yeah, Irithel might work wonder in the fight as well if they position her properly in the fights. And we're gonna see some really nice action and some really nice spike of damage of the Irithel in the late game as well. If she gets the free farm she needs to get the items on, especially the Malefic Gun as well as the House Claw and the Berserker Fury, she will be shredding those front lanes as well as the back line. And while moving around, she will be dealing a lot of damage as well.
Sagittarius
And with
guides
this,
my
Irithel
arrow.
has been picked. So guys, do let us know which drop do you think has the upper hand in this match. I will go with the draft of Phobia Esports because yeah, I kind of like the picks, especially the Earthel pick and the Fanny pick, I believe. And so far, pretty good draft from both of the teams. Akai could be an issue, could be useful while for canceling the Khufra's Tyrant's Revenge, and that could be really helpful. And the follow up of the Vexana would be really nice as well. And also they have to be careful of the fan steel cable as well, and because of that Akai might have to use the ultimate to protect the Vexana as well as the marksman, so that they could survive longer in the fight and save them from the Fanny, I believe. And if you check about the emblems, the Fanny have decided to go with the Festival of Blood instead
Welcome
of Season
to
Hunter. I mean,
Mobile
yeah,
Legends.
she does need the
5
sustenance. And
seconds till
guys,
the enemy
with
reaches
this,
the
we are
battlefield.
back to the land of the
Smash them.
dawn, and this
All
is
troops
Victory
deployed.
Arena Season 2 tournament, and this is round 4, day 1, and the fight is happening between Vengeance Seekers versus Phobia Esports. In the casters decks, it is me, J for Justin, will be giving you information about the tournament, about the match happening here, hyping you up. And with this, we're gonna see some rotation. That is the gold lane rotation of the Lucas coming in, and the Fanny will be focusing on rotating to the EXP lane more because she wants the CC to be strong for the team fight. And meanwhile, look at the Akai. He is coming to give some poke to the Fanny, but that's not enough. She will be securing the two of the buffs, and yeah, and so far Lucas is having a good time farming, I believe. And Fanny will be trying to get to hit the level 4 mark as soon as possible. She will be using her retribution as well, and it seems like the dragon is trying to get the level 4 mark, and he shouldn't be missing his minion waves so that he should have the black dragon form before the turtle spawns. So yeah guys, look at the Kufra. He's trying to do some here and there jumps so that he can catch someone off guard, and the follow-up of the Savior might help them to get a kill on someone. Meanwhile, Airtel is forced to stay zoned out, and ooh, she
First
did try to
blood.
take it out. Oh, meanwhile, Fanny will be taken down while trying to kill the Yuzhong instead. And the Petrify did came handy, I believe. And she did got taken out before that first turtle. And she will lose the buff, it seems. But there is a 15-minute mark for the buff. But if Lucas started the Lord instantly, he might be able to get a chance to get the turtle before any kind of invade, it seems. Look at that. He is trying to get the turtle as soon as possible, and Kufra is charging the skills, but he will be going to the other direction because there might not be much follow-up except the CC, it seems, and Black Dragon form has been used. There comes the giant wheel as well as the Black Dragon, and the Vexana will be securing the kill into the Gat GZ, that is the CC, and there we go. The both of the tank as well as, and we're gonna see a clash in the bot lane as well. Look at that. Clint is getting pinched by the Fanny as well as the Aethel, and Lucas is coming for the backup, and he is there, will be killing the marksman, that is the Aethel instead, and Fanny will be getting killed instantly with the Clint's first kill as well. And that's a great backup coming in from the Lucas as well, I would say. And great poking abilities of the Vexana. They are kind of doing really good for now. That's a 4-0 score for both of the teams. And Phobia Sports have to stop making those mistakes so that they can get their way to the victory. And they need to keep their farm in a really good position so that they doesn't get snowball. And so far we are not gonna see any sky piercer so far. It seems like Lucas is focusing to get the the seas so far, and Irithel will be taken down by the Clean with the help of the Akai, Vexana. And look at that, Fanny was there trying to do the wall spam, but not enough. Vexana will be moving out of it, and Lucas is trying to take out the turret before 8, but Kufra is getting melted by the Vexana instead, and will take out the tier 1 turret too. And Look at that. Fanny has no choice but to farm. She have to get the items so that she can burst out one of the damage dealers before the fight happens, so that they can get an upper hand before the fight. And with these the dragon is farming. He has the level. I mean, he does have the ultimate. So let's see if they will be getting this turtle too. And meanwhile, CC, look at the fight. There goes the Fanny with the steel cable trying to secure someone, but Yuzhang will be escaping the situation with the Black Dragon farm, because no kind of CC does stops the Black Dragon. And look at that, he will be popping the passive out of that Kufra, and Kufra will be charging the Tyrant's Range. There comes the giant wheel of the Akai. There comes the backup damage, the Eternal Knight of the Vexana. And look at that, the dragon is going back and in. Fanny coming in with the cutthroat, but not enough to take anyone down. But the CC will be taken down as well as the Kufra. The Fanny has no choice but to return to escape from the situation. And with this will be another tier 1 turret will be taken down from Vengeance Esports. And meanwhile, Irithel is trying to take some trade in the midwell as well, but the damage of the clean is absolutely nuts. Will take out the Irithel despite of the fact that she used the sprint. And with this, 9-0 score for Vengeance Seekers, absolutely dominating Phobia Esports it seems. And look at the Eternal Knight catching 3 people at the same time, but not enough damage. And there comes the Infinity Strike, but not enough. Again, the giant wheel has been popped. The Pavitra Rishta Bandhan of the CC will not let them escape, but they will be escaping. And there comes the return damage of the Lucas as well as the Clean. Absolutely menacing. And this is a triple kill coming in from the Lucas. He is being a menace in the battlefield today. Look at the bell. It is the Varex and the Hunter Strike that is giving him an immense damage, as well as the temporal rain that is resetting his first skill and second skill. So yeah guys, look at the Fennec coming in with the steel cables to defend the turtle, I mean the minion, so that she could be get fat. And Vexana will be taken down. Finally, one kill coming in from the side of Phobia Esports by the Xavier. So yeah, at least they kill someone, I believe, but they have to play a little bit safe for Vengeance Esport. If they keep dying like that, slowly but surely Phobia Esport will catch up to the farm, and they might have a chance to do a comeback as well. And with this, Lucas will be securing the third turtle for the team. And look at the poke. The Irithel is forced to retreat. Akai will be zoning her out of the situation, and the damage of the Akai is not ignorable as well. Meanwhile, Black Dragon is there trying to be and annoying to the Xavier as well as the Fanny. No, he did went inside and he will be paid. What kind of play is that, bro? They need to chill himself. But look at the Fanny coming in to the Vexana, and she will take out her with the cutthroat. Look at the Tyrant's Revenge. Will push them inside of the turret, but that's no use. And that's a 0-3 trade for both of the teams. Look at the HP of the Gyatizi. She will be running around with the low HP, knowing that there is no one that can catch her, and she will get trying to get the items as well. Meanwhile, Fanny also doing some split push by herself to be more impactful in the fight, to get more items for her, and to deal more damage to the backline. Like we saw, she did took out the Vexana in the fight. And with this, look at, she is going back and forth again, and she will be managed to run away. And the Xavier's turn will come in handy to get anyone out of the situation. I mean, the first skill, second skill combination thus gives a lot of mobility and lot of movement to your teammates. So yeah, there we go. The Lord, the Elemental Lord, is been spawning in 20 seconds. So yeah guys, Phobia Esports have to do something, have to land. Kufra have to land those Tyrant's Revenge perfectly, at least to the Clint, I believe, so that they can take out one of the damage dealers, and Fanny could kill them as well. So they, by that process, they will get the lead they need, because Clint has the highest goal in the team of vengeance seekers. And with this, Kufra is going to do the perfect stun, and Vexana will be taken out as well as Yuzhong. Perfect jump coming in from the Kufra. The Lord, they are trying to melt it out. For BI Sports know about it. They are coming to take it out, but Lucas will be taken out. Giant Will has the buff by the Akai, and look at that. Xavier is in 1 HP. There comes the Clean, will melt out the CC. There comes the Fanny to deal some damage, but not enough. She did take out the Clean there, but and she will be running away from the situation as well. Meanwhile, the Xavier will be trying to deal some damage as well. So this will be a 3-for-1 trade for both of the teams, but the Lord did fell into the hands of Vengeance Seeker. So Team Phobia Esports have to do something to defend this Lord at first. So yeah, let's see if they will be able to defend or not, because this is still elemental lord and they should be able to melt it out. Unless, look at that, Kufra going in for the Vexana again, but he will be missing it out this time. And he doesn't have the flicker though. But yeah, there comes the Fanny again to deal damage, but the CC of the Lucas will not let him escape, and she will be recalling inside the turret. Look at the great mobility. She will be utilizing the steel cables of the Fanny, and he will be escaping from the situation. Look at that. Oh, there comes the Tyrant's Revenge perfectly by the Kufra, but there is not much follow up. The Xavier was not in position to deal some damage, and Fanny will be getting melted out by the Clint, and that was absolutely nuts from Team Vengeance Seekers. They know what they're doing, and the damage spike the Clint have is absolutely insane, and will take out the Irithel as well, and he will be taken out as a trade as well. And so far both of the teams are performing decent. Yu Chong is trying to camp and snipe out someone, a damage dealer especially, but Kufra is in position and will be helping his teammate not get caught by the Yu Chong. Hmm. Okay, and so far it seems like Fanny is trying to do some split push by herself, and that's really good. That's the beauty of the assassin with the high mobility, like the Fanny, like the Link, like the Hayabusa, will be very useful for doing those split push if your team is losing, and that's how you get your team the goal you need and get your team to the victory. But look at that, Vexana will be annoying to the team, to the Kufra, I believe. And yeah, whenever he jumps, the Tyrant's Revenge perfectly well. Vexana is there to CC him out, so it's better to catch the Vexana first and hit the Tyrant's Revenge perfectly. That, like we saw in the last time, he did it 2 times perfectly. At the first time, they did manage to kill 2 people, but the second time it didn't work because the Xavier was not in position to help him out. And with this, Lucas did have started the Lord, and Fanny is not in position to take the fight. And Lucas and the Clint knows about it, and they will be bursting out the Lord for themselves. Xavier will be using the ultimate in a very wrong direction, and but Yuzhong, because of the overextension, will be taken out. But he should have just escaped the situation because his team already got it, man. He just have to chill it out. He have to be a chill guy. And with this, the Luminous Lord will be marching in from the Vengeance Seekers anytime too soon, and Phobia Esports have to do something to defend it out for them, so that they do get the bonus goals that the Lord will leave for clearing it, the waves. And with that, they can catch up to the farm. And I can see the Fanny is going with the anti-curious. I believe it is for the Clint, because look at the build of the Clint. He is going with the critical as well as the true damage as well as the physical damage combination build, I believe. And the Lord is ready to hit the perfect blow onto the turret, and did hit. And there goes the Kufra trying to stun the good Vexenite. He will succeed to it, but there is not sufficient follow up to him. And look at the giant will help. Oh, perfect stun coming in from the Yuzhong, and the follow up of the Clint will make sure that Yatizi goes down. And also, the Fanny will be escaping from the situation in a bare HP, and that's a 1-for-2 trade for both of the teams. But look at that, Iruthel with the damage spike will take out A to Z, and also look at that. The flicker will be getting wasted by the flicker. He thought he will catch the. Oi, very low HP. Nice ultimate coming in from the loner banana. Will make sure that the clean goes down. Perfect ultimate coming in. And what is that retribution? He will be using a very early retribution in the fight, and also he will be securing it as well, it seems, and he will be escaping from the situation as well. I mean, he didn't have to pay for the overextension because the skills, I believe, didn't hit it, and the damage was not enough to burst him down. Okay, are we gonna see an engage here? Look at that. The Yuchong. Oi, he's getting melted there. And the damage coming in from the Irithel and the CC and the Xavier will make sure that he goes down. And Akai is looking in trouble and he will be taken down by the Kufra. That's really nice, I believe, for Team 4BS Esports. And Fanny is visible to the Lucas. She doesn't know what. And she will be given the CC as well as the Flint is there to deal some damage as well. So yeah, so far decent plays coming in from both of the teams. Phobia Esports trying to do a comeback. That's what it says. That's what you know. That look at that. The Irtel. No way, she got terrified by the Vexana and the Clean will secure the kill on her. That might be absolutely frustrating for her. But look at the Xavier's ultimate will be disastrous for anyone who gets low because he is hitting those infinity shots absolutely perfectly. And with this, the Luminous Lord, the second Luminous Lord, is absolutely ready to be taken. And the Hypers are ready to take a fight, but it will be a 5v4 fight unless the Yuzhong didn't have chose not to join it. And Fanny is not in position, and Lucas will be the one securing the Lord again. And look at that, the Akai is there, but the Tyrant's Rage will make sure Akai goes down along with the follow-up of the Fanny. And that's great of a play coming in from them. And with this is a 4v5 fight, and they, I believe, can defend the Lord alone because Irithel just one item away from the full build and she will be bursting anyone. Meanwhile, Fanny is trying to find the Vexana. What was she doing there alone? And she will be paid for it. Fanny did find out she was there, and meanwhile, look at that. Kufra is trying to catch the Killua, and he will succeed to it. And the follow-up of the Irithel will succeed. And Irithel, I mean, the Yuzhong, the overextension was crazy, and he will be paid for that. What happened to Vengeance Seekers? They are getting way too desperate for the win, and they will be punished for it slowly but surely. Like I said, guys, Phobia Esports are doing the comeback, and the damage spike of the Irithel will be absolutely menaceful because the Kufra player in their team will be hitting. Oh, Tyrant's Revenge did got missed a little bit, but he was done for some time, but not enough to take him down. The infinity shots are coming, but it will not hit anytime soon. And look at that. The Kufra have to learn one more Tyrant's Revenge perfectly, and this might be and brutally for Team Vengeance Seekers again. And he have decided to go with the Twilight armor, it seems. And with these guys, both of the teams again are in the same farm difference. And look at that, we're gonna see a clash here. Kufra did hit the range, and there comes the Sacred Beast. The mobility of him is crazy. There goes the giant wheel, will make sure that Xavier goes down, and the Yuzhong trying to hit the back lane maybe. But look at the perfect stun petrify combination, but it's not enough to take her down. The Kufra is trying to dive to the backline. Meanwhile, Fanny is trying to do a backdoor, and Vexana was the one who was trying to defend it, but not enough. And the passive did got procced by the Yuzhong, and will make sure that CC goes down, and she did go down. And look at that, the Yuzhong, the Irithel is trying to melt out the Akai at this point, but there's not much. And so far both of the teams are performing decent, I believe, coming back and forth so that they can bait out the skills of them, it seems. Oh, look at that, the Fanny is being absolutely menace for them. And again, the Irithel, she shouldn't do those overextension, I believe, because the team has to pay for it, and she have to wait for the Kufra to engage first, and that's how you will be able to deal the maximum amount of damage and potential this hero has, I believe. And with this, again, the third Luminous Lord will be cooked from Team Vengeance Seekers again. Oh, Xavier will make sure they get the Lord. Oh my god, the CC will stuck two people there, and Yuzhong will
Mega
fall.
kill!
The Lucas will fall, Fanny will killing her, and look at the steel cables. The Hakai will fall in the hands of the CC. Perfect combination, perfect turn of events coming in from the Phobia Esports. I'm loving it, guys. It's just two people standing. It's the Clint and the Vexana. They have to defend this Luminous Lord as well as the steel cables of the Fanny. Let's see if they will be able to defend or not. Meanwhile, Fanny is going to the top lane to bring another wave so that they can sink the lane and push it through the turrets. They can push it through the all turrets, I believe. And with this, the Kufra is charging to catch someone. He does not have the flicker in his hands. And look at that, the Fanny is really ready to take someone out. But the damage of the Clint and the Vixena will make sure that lane clears. But there comes the steel cables of the Fanny. Will try to take out the Clint, and Tyrant Stevens will make sure he goes to the hands of the Ethel. And look at the Yuzhong trying to be menace, and but the CC's ability, the ultimate, will make sure that he gets stuck there.
Shut
But
down!
the sustain of the Yuzhong is crazy, but the Xavier will make sure he goes down. And look at that, the Lord is marching towards the crystal anytime soon, and they have to stay alive to finish it off. There
Mega
comes the Fanny,
kill!
will make sure Lucas goes down, and Fanny is there to she is hitting the base and will make sure they get the victory for themselves. They will make sure that the crystal gets destroyed. Damn,
Victory!
great comeback coming in from the side of Phobia Esports and Vengeance Seekers. This is a best of three match. I think you have to capitalize, you have to acknowledge your mistakes and do better on the next coming round. And with this, guys, like you saw the whole match, let's see your favorite team will be able to climb the ladder or not. But yeah, it is a best of three match, so we will be back after a short break.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to our channel. This is the day one of the quarterfinals, and this is the second match. And uh, this is also the second match between the Vengeance Seeger and Phobia Esports. The Phobia Esports did a wonderful job making an amazing comeback. And this is me, Ifrit, your caster, and joining with me is Justin. J for Justin. So, Justin, you were casting. How did you find that match?
Oh, that was absolutely menacing, man. The comeback was absolutely nuts. Slowly but surely, like I said, it was they did make the comeback because the Erythal did got the spike, and with that, the help of that, and the split pushing potential of the Fanny, he have utilized it pretty well, and they will get the victory with that. And let's move to the next match, and let's see if Vengeance Seekers will be able to acknowledge their mistake and not throw the game again and get the victory for themselves this time.
Yes, coming back to your point, I think they became too greedy in terms of, ending it sooner. If they would have waited for a perfect opportunity, it would have been great for them. What say you, Justin?
That's absolutely right. That would have worked for them. They should have waited for a perfect time, and even the Yuzhong got
Experience the
greedy.
Your team
use
is
And
of
banning.
yeah,
pain.
they slowly but surely they throw the lead they had. And with this, we're gonna see a Xavier, the Granger band, coming in from the team Phobia Esports. Like I said, Granger is the meta pick, has the burst
Always on the
to be
way.
Your
impactful in the
team
mid
is
to late game
banning.
spike is insane, I would say. And definitely, it's a really good decision to get him out of the menu as well as the Matilda in some scenario, I believe, because she is OP as well with the circling wings as well as the gilded wings to be impactful in the fight, to escape their trapped teammates, or yes, and also giving some shield to the teammates as well.
Yes, the shield, the mobility, as well as the heal.
Butterflies
Matilda has got
born
it
Your
all.
by the
And with
team
that,
is
wish,
we'll have
banning.
a
guided
Zuxian
by
band with her
lantern's
poke
light.
ability and that Sky Piercer build these days. It does an amazing job getting that
Time to drop
kills.
the beat
And
of the
with
Your
that, we'll
flash.
team
also
is
see a Joy
banning.
being banned. What are your thoughts on that, Justin?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he is being banned here and there, I would say, because the ability, the burst of the joy is really OP, I would say. And she has the mobility as well to dive to the back line. And if you talk about the Juxin, yeah, she does have the potential to. She is a utility mage and she has the potential to throw out the frontliners here left and right and leaving the backliners in a vulnerable position. So it's better to get out her off the menu as well.
Magic
So,
is
and with
my life. Your
this, the
team is banning.
Harrod is getting banned as well. Like I said, like you mentioned, the Harrod, despite of the buff, he did got a slight nerf on a recent patch. So yeah, he is kind of OP still, I would say, and that's the reason he is getting as well as the Granger getting banned on the goal lane always, I would say.
Yes, completely agree with you, Justin. And I
Also
think
succumb to my
uh, that
Your
Kufra ban
team
was
is
a wise
picking.
decision, considering that Kufra was doing God's work by using his Tyrant's Rage, right? And they know that they need to take out that Kufra. So let's see what will the Phobia Esports take instead of
Let's
Kufra
fight to
now.
our
And
heart's
Your
content.
team is picking.
we see that Lucas being picked, which was taken by Vengeance Seeker in the last game.
I guess they have they knows they want to show Vengeance Esports that how it is done because yeah he is they are sending the
Squishing
Lucas
the
to
crowd.
the
Your
jungle as
team
well,
is
and with
picking.
this the CC will be picked from Vengeance Seekers
Only
as well as
love
the
and
Xavier.
light
I think they are
are
exchanging their
everlasting.
picks and want to show them that we can do it too. And they are swapping their picks, and with this Sicilian has been picked from the side of Phobia Esports. Let's see what kind of hero. It might be a Rome, it might be XP, or it might be a
Sir,
okay, it
what's
will
your
be a
command?
jungler.
Your
That is, the
team is
Fanny will
picking.
be secured by the Himanshu again.
Yes, that Fanny is a brutal thing to secure, and that Fanny did a wonderful job pushing the lanes properly, and that split pushing did win them the game. So it's no wonder that they picked
True
it
love
again. But what
is
will
like
Your
be
blood.
the
team is banning.
defense by Vengeance Seeker now that they have taken out the Kufra, and it seems it's going to be a Carmilla.
Yeah, she is. She does have the potential to link all of them, like a 5-man ulti, the blood, the curse of blood. could be absolutely menacing for the team Phobia Esports if it got landed properly, and if the follow up from their teammates come in time, as well as like they have a lot of OP skills heroes. I would say the CC is there to stuck to people, the Curse of Blood to make them slow, the stun of the Xavier could came really handy. They just need one burst damage hero to add a cherry to the cake. And let's see what will be the fourth ban from Vengeance Seekers will be. Any prediction on it, Alfred?
I think they should take out Soyu because
Ready?
even though
Go! Your team is
they don't
banning.
need to ban it, but okay, that's going to be Layla. So what I was going to say is, Soyu can actually do wonders even if it's not played as EXP or Hyper. Sometimes it works in gold lane. I have seen some good teams play Phovius as a gold. Soyu as a gold laner these days. So now that we know that they're not going to do that, let's see what will they ban.
Your
It's going to
team
be a
is
Martis
banning.
again.
3,000 worlds.
Last game
And
also
not
we
a
have seen
single
that
worthy
Phobia
foe.
Esports does love to ban. I mean, it's a hate, I believe. They are banning the Martis every single game, and yeah, they are making sure that the draft doesn't get disrupted by the mortal recoil, and as well as the follow-up ulti. I would say the finisher ulti, that is the decimation of the Martis, doesn't create any mess into their draft. And let's see what the last ban will be, because the marksman lane, the marksman heroes are getting banned. I think, yeah, both of the Granger as well as the Harith will be taken down. It's the Irithel that they used to take out them in the last game, so it might
Let's
be Irithel
go!
ban. Okay, there we go.
Your
Irithel did
team is
got
banning.
banned. They did learn from their mistakes, and Vengeance Esports will be banning out the Irithel. Let's see what's the last ban gonna be from Phobia Esports coming up.
Yes, and coming on to that
See
Martis
value in me?
ban.
Your team
So
is
I'll tell
You
picking.
you
should.
something, Justin, that TJ
Mhm.
Kirito is an India level Martis player. So I think they know
Ooh.
that Martis in the hands of an India ranking player is a bad thing. So they are trying to shut him out. And don't forget that Martis also has the ability to disrupt Kufra. So they already played that game pretty well, that they banned Martis and they picked Kufra first so as to not give Vengeance Seeker the upper hand.
That's a really nice analysis, and I would say that's a really nice respect
It's
ban
time
for
to
them.
shoot up the
Then,
room.
and also,
Your
if Fedrin
team
got
is
banned as well,
picking.
and we're gonna see a Claude coming up from the side of Vengeance Seeker. So yeah, Sicilian have to be more careful because he will be going to the back line with the Blazing Duet to take him down, and it could be really impactful as well because he can zone him out, either zone him out or kill him in the maneuver in the team fights. So yeah, and let's see what's or the tank gonna be from the side of Phobia Esports. They are showing the Moscow and the Tigreal. So yeah, Tigreal got confirmed. So we gonna see some OP implosions coming in from the
Your
side of
team is
Phobia as well
banning.
as some Moscow with the split put potential as well. So let's see which hyper team Vengeance Seekers goes with.
Yes, and they did ban that Fredrin over there because Kirito did use Fredrin in the last match against, I believe it was Overwatch Esports. So he used that particular hero in all three games. So it's an interesting take. They did check out the enemy, they did check out the streams, they know what the enemy is playing, and they are using those bans wisely in order to shut that one person down. Is it going to be the Bane or is it going to be the Akai that Kirito just showed right now?
I mean, they need something to
Even the throat has
stop
to
the
put its
Fanny
veil to
that will be
tame me.
diving, and the deadly catch ability of the Bane could become really handy because that's a really nice CC as well as a knockup. I would say that could stop the Fanny potentially and make her fall. So yeah, so far of a balance of a draft coming in from both of the teams, but yeah, I will be supporting. I think the Phobia Esports have a better draft, and what do you want to say on that, guys? Do you guys also let us know which draft do you think has an upper hand? And also, Alfred, I would like to ask you too, which draft do you think has an upper hand in the upcoming match?
So, in my opinion, I think the draft, as far as draft goes, Vengeance Seeker has the upper hand. And I believe it's because of the Carmilla. One good ult. and the damage from that Xavier as well as that Claude can end any hero. So it will depend on how they play, but the tankiness of Tigreal as well as Lucas cannot be taken for granted, in my opinion. And here we are
Welcome
in the land of
to
Dawn,
Mobile
Justin.
Legends.
Yeah, we are back in the land of dawn
5
of
seconds till
Victory
the
Arena
enemy
Season
reaches the
2, Round
battlefield.
4, Day
Smash them.
1, and this will be the
All
clash
troops
between
deployed.
Phobia Esports versus Vengeance Seekers, and this is gonna be legendary. And I am your caster, J for Justin. Along with me, it is none other than Alfred. We will be giving you the information what is happening around to the battlefield. And guys, stay tuned and do let us know which team you guys are supporting in this match. And so far, balance of rotation coming in from both of the teams. Ooh.
Yes, and the bottom lane EXP laners are already dishing out damage, trying to get the upper hand. That CC is dishing out a lot of damage on that Lucas. So it seems that Killer is going to be killing that Lucas, but no, that Tigreal comes
Yo.
in to help, and that damage is
First
good.
blood.
And that first blood is secured by the Tigreal with the help of Lucas. That was an amazing play, Justin.
Yeah, there was just he just casually came and just pushed her inside the turret, and Lucas just secured a kill, and that shows like that you have to be a little bit more aware of the rotation of who is missing from the map, I believe. And with this, we're gonna see some brawl in the goal lane anytime soon because that's a four-man hiding in the bush, waiting for someone to come the bush. Look at the Tigreal is in great problem, and he will be taken down because of the deadly catch along with the Carmela's damage, and Carmela will be the one getting the kill for the team. And with this, both of the teams, meanwhile Fanny will be securing the kill onto the CC as well with the steel cables, and she is trying to get some gold for herself to get the items as soon as possible.
Yes, and I think that's a wise decision. And considering that the turtle is going to spawn soon, both the hypers need to be near the turtle to contest it. And with that, don't forget that Bane has the upper hand in terms of the ulti, so Fanny has to be cautious about it.
Definitely, definitely. And I feel like Bane has already started to take the blue buff and he will be ready for it. And so Fanny needs to clear the blue buff and should come to the turtle as soon as possible before it's too late. And we're gonna see some CC coming in from the Tigreal, but not enough to push the Carmela inside the turret. And Team Vengeance will be melting out the turtle and getting it for themselves. It seems like Fanny are not really interested from the previous game also to take this turtle objective. So and she will be focusing on the buffs more because she knows slowly but surely that their will do the wonders they need for the team.
I agree with you, and look at that gank that is being set up by Carmilla. So two people from the front, one person from the back. It might be a good gank if the Fanny doesn't join in, but looks like the Fanny is going to join in soon. But the vision is there, so let's see what happens.
Oh, Sanguine Claw coming in. There goes the Fanny right to the Kirito, and Deadly Catch has been baited out perfectly. There goes the implosion perfectly, and the Fanny will be coming back again with the Death Throat, and Moscow will be dealing a lot of damage as well.
Double
But
kill.
look at that, that's a turn of event. Three people will be taken down from the side of Phobia Esports because the damage of the Granger as well as the Claude with the duel was absolutely nuts.
Carmilla
And
is out.
yeah, Carmilla's ult, and the like you said, Carmilla's ult is absolutely menacing in the team fight, and it did worked out in the team fight, I would say.
And that Moscow misses his spear, though it was close in terms of getting that mage. And I think this will be the end of no, that mage flickers away, and we see another team fight. Those spells by the mage is perfect and giving out a lot of damage. The lone on banana is low on HP, and if the mage had the ult, this would have been the end because Xavier was not
Killing
missing any ult, and
spree.
he did
Yo,
get it out. So as I said, he doesn't miss his ult.
yeah, I mean, in the previous game, we saw the Xavier was hitting the perfect ult and secured the Lord for their team. And this time, Vengeance Esports player, that is the Doherty, is making those crazy ults with the precision and making sure that Phobia's Esports people doesn't survive either. And look at the Lucas is trying to deal some damage, and look at the implosion perfectly. And Stephanie will be the one secure the kill of both of them. Curse of Blood has been popped, but not enough because is not people to burst the damage, and Ben will be taken down despite of the fact that he used the deadly catch. He will be taken out, and Fanny is going with the steel cables to take out the Xavier as well, and
Shut
he is
down.
out of range, but not so fast, because Tigreal's first kill will make sure that he fall, and with this will be the but the second turtle did got secured by Team Vengeance Seekers.
And I think the Moskov is having troubles in the top lane. He is being pushed by that Claude quite often, but that Fanny coming in and securing that kill, allowing that Moskov to get some of the gold over there. So that was a perfect play by Fanny. It shows that map awareness is very much needed, especially if you have Fanny in your enemy.
That's right, Alfred. And we're gonna see some brawl in the XP lane as well. That is between the CC and the Lucas. And look at the sustain of the Lucas. He has the sustain of crazy. I mean, he is getting the HP really soon. I believe whenever he turns on to the beast mode, he gets the HP, and because of that, he is being really impactful whenever it comes to a duel.
I agree, and he hasn't used his revitalize as of now. I think he's saving it for the team fight to get that upper hand and more sustainability. And this will be a problem for CC if she doesn't give the damage to that Lucas soon. And look at that top lane. I think we are going to see a gank on Fanny and Moscow.
Oh,
And the
their deadly catch has been popped and will be taken down. Look at that. The implosion has been connected to three people. There comes the follow-up of the Fanny, but not enough, because Dowdy will be dealing a lot of damage, and the Curse of Blood will be absolutely wrecking them in the team fight. And the implosion is not really working in the fight.
I think he popped in implosion without telling his teammates because they were not ready for it, it seems. And I think they are heading to the turtle. And if they take the turtle, this will be a 3-on-3 turtle, I believe, for the team Vengeance Seekers. But as you have noted that Fanny is not really interested in the turtles, I don't think there will be much contest either.
Yeah, there the Fanny is just ignoring the turtle, and meanwhile the CC is trying to be annoying to the Lucas, but not enough. But and like I said, the Fanny is ignoring the turtles all the time. I guess she does like to make the game a little bit lengthier, and the retry battle against a Ben might be worthless than getting the farm instead. So yeah, that's the philosophy she is following, I believe. And also the Moscow is there to handle the late game, so yeah, they are not making it too much chaotic and lose a lot of end up giving. And Curse of Blood has been popped along with the follow-up of the Xavier will make sure Fanny goes down. There comes the Tigreal trying to catch someone, and it will be the Carmilla that got caught, but Deadly Catch has been popped. And look at the Lucas
Killing
trying to be
spree.
impactful, will take
Shut
down
down.
the Xavier, but not the Brain, and Brain will be Wayne will be the one securing the kill on him instead.
Yes, and I think this is the repeat of the last match. Vengeance Seeker is trying to get the turrets as soon as possible, and they have already popped the top lane, and I think the shield will go. No, the Fanny is there to secure it, and the Moscow is trying to farm in the bottom lane, and I think the mid lane turret is the next on the eyes of Vengeance Seeker, and they are going to do a four-man gang in the mid lane, I believe.
Yeah, and look at the farm. I mean, so far like 2K farm only, but yeah, that's like both of the team is in equal farm. But it also depends on which team will lance their ultimate perfectly, and that will the one, and that will make the change. That will get them the victory they were waiting for. And look at the mobility because of the Sicilians' first skill, second skill combinations. The Carmilla is just knowing around, walking around, running around in front of the enemy, and they are waiting for the perfect opportunity to land those Curse of Blood as well as the implosion, I believe.
Yes, and those claws did came in the right time, and that Tigreal has popped in the conceal, although it's not very useful. And we see another team fight. What say you, Justin?
Ooh, look at the implosion. Did cause three people, and they bought inside them. And CC will be taken down in the skirmish. And look at the Xavier is trying to run out of the situation. Carmilla, despite it being low HP, being tanky as hell. And Xavier is landing the Infinity Void to the Fanny so that it helps to clear the way. Meanwhile, Moscow, Xavier is not aware of the fact, and he will be taken down in the hands of Lucas there. And that's a three-man down, I believe. That's a two-man down from the side of Vengeance Seekers, and the Lord. has been secured by Vengeance Seeker, so Team Phobia Esports have to defend it for now.
Yes, yes, yes. As well as the Phobia esports have pushed the bottom turret finally. So the turret is being secured. They know that it's very difficult to defend, although they are having more advantage in the late game with that CC and Moscow combo. And don't forget that we know that Fanny loves to split push. So they this time Vengeance Seeker is trying to be on top of it with that Xavier's ult as well as the constant poke by both the Bane as well as the MM.
That's right. That's right. I mean, his team, so Phobia's sports teams have to distract them in one side so that Fanny can do in the other side. But both Fanny as well as the Moscow has the capabilities to do the split push. And look at that, the Sanguine Claw will be hitting them, but not perfectly, and that one of the turret will be taken down. And Fanny is trying to get the mana back. Oh, perfect! Sanguine Claw coming in from the Sicilian, and Curse of Blood has been popped along with the Deadly Catch. Will make sure that that TC goes down, and also Loner Banana taken down as well. So this is not really looking good for Phobia Esports, and the Xavier is there, but he is alone, and Fanny, the
Killing
Lucas will make
spree.
sure that he goes down, as well as Fanny will be taken down by the CC as well. So quite of a skirmish. It's the Lucas one man standing, and it's a 2 for 4 trade coming in from both of the teams.
I completely agree with you. And don't forget, two of the shields, one of the shield has been popped up, and that Lord was melted by Moscow. I think we were busy with the team fight. So I was wondering where did the Lord go, but apparently it was the MM who got out the Lord, which was useful.
That's right. I mean, yeah, it was an elemental lord, so yeah, they can't do much, even though it was in their side. But the luminous lord will make the changes. So guys, it's like 25 seconds still left, and whenever the lord will spawn, it will be a luminous lord. So whoever gets it will get an upper hand because it will be destroying turrets left and right, and will have the potential, and will be tanky as well. So yeah, let's see which team will be getting it, and we might be getting a fight in them soon because the Carmilla is a little bit too deep, but there is not much follow up to make her low. So yeah, so far the Xavier is trying to clear the lane as much as possible so that the Fanny doesn't end up splitting too much, I guess, and not end up doing a black door. But there goes the implosion right into the CC. But CC is pretty strong, and the the Carmilla will be taken down in the hands of the Moskov, and there comes the blazing duet of the Cloud, and the Cloud will simply push him away. The Bane, despite of the fact taken the Lord, but he will be there to defend the turret as well.
And that turret was saved by the Bane, and that Fanny is again split pushing like in the last match. So the Phobia esports are doing their job properly because they know the late game is theirs to take. And look at that Tigreal coming in again and again with his second skill, and those hanging claws didn't affect anyone. But the Fanny secures the blue buff, so it will help out. The Xavier is alone. I think he will be taken down by the Lucas.
Lucas into the Sacred Beast form, trying to hunt down that the Xavier, and Fanny will be the one securing the kill on him, it seems. And the Bane is in position, but the damage of the Moscow is not ignorable. He is dealing chunky amount of damage into the Bane as well, and Carmilla might want to link all 3 or 4 people of them so that the Blazing Duet does work wonders along with the Deadly Catch, will be meltdown. And but the Tiger Lily will not walk out easily as well because he has the implosion. He will be waiting for them to catch them as well.
Yes, and look at the Fanny again pushing the top lane, pressuring the top lane so that they are focused on the top lane, and then the Fanny will push the bottom lane, I believe. And I just realized that the Vengeance Seeker has 3 Vengeance in their team, so it will be difficult for Moskov to, get a lot of damage if he's not careful. So they need to pop out those Vengeance as soon as possible
Mhm.
before the Moskov enters the team fight. And the Fanny is in the bottom lane, trying to clear it. And I think both the MM and uh, Xavier are together. However, it's not the right position for them because if the Fanny comes, they will be taken down very easily.
That's right, that's right. They have to maintain their position. But look at that. The Blazing Giant has been popped along with the Winter Crown. But Tigreal will be hitting the perfect implosion and Claude will be taking down the fight. Meanwhile, look at the Lucas going to the backline. That is the Xavier. But the Sacred Beast have no option but to run away from the fight with the Revitalize being popped. The Curse of Blood will be connected to the two people. That the catch will be hit perfectly. Will take out the Tigreal as well as the Lucas. There goes the ulti of the Void and Fanny have no option to get back and Moskov is in position to do a play, but he has to do it fast because his teammates are getting picked off one by one. That is the Sicilian, and look at that, he is getting bullied right now, and Fanny is trying to deal some damage. Then the catch has been popped
Monster
perfectly,
kill.
and she will fall in the fight. It seems, but despite of the fact that they are a little bit low in HP, Moskov have to try to defend the lane, and it seems like Vengeance Esport will go to the Lord instead.
And that Moscow hits his ulti properly, and I think the Carmilla is in trouble. And he takes her down. That was an interesting gameplay by Moscow. And don't forget, there were no minions for Vengeance Seeker to push the mid lane. Otherwise, this would have been a different game scenario that we were going to talk about.
That's absolutely right. And yeah, Moscow does have some of the lane clear, but not enough because Team Vengeance Esport have the stun to take him out. So yeah, they did got pretty lucky in that fact. And with that, they did walk out to get the 16-minute mark Luminous Lord. So yeah, this will be a tankier Lord than the first one. So yeah, they might have a chance this time. And Moscow as well as the Sicilian have to maintain their position to defend this lord, and a little bit of overextension from any of the member could be fatal for the team.
Yes, the Fanny was waiting for the MM or the mage to come forward, but they were smart enough not to do it. Look at the damage from Xavier.
Yeah, he is doing a lot of damage in the team fight, getting some stacks as well to reset his skills. And look at the Fanny doing her job, her favorite job, doing some split push again. But I hope the Sicilian and the Moscow enough to defend the Lord as well as the push coming in from Vengeance Seekers. Look at the Lucas will be popping his ultimate. The Curse of the Blood has been connected to people. The Blazing Duet has been popped. But look at that. The Fanny will be coming back and forth and will make sure that Claude gets zoned out. And the Luminous Lord is in
Double
position.
kill.
If the Claude keeps hitting the base, this will be fatal. And the victory did went to the hands of Vengeance Seekers. So this will be a match of best of three. So
Victory!
let's see who will be able to get the last victory for themselves, because this will be the last and the final chance of both of the teams to stay strong, to stay slay and get the victory for themselves.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to our channel. And this is the third match between Vengeance Seekers and Phobia Esports. And both the teams have played really well. And Vengeance Seeker was so close in the first match on getting that a win. However, Phobia Esports did win that match. And now we are in the third match. With me is Justin casting and giving the play-by-play um, for this match. So, Justin, what are your expectations for this match?
Yeah, this is the final chance for both of the teams to
Always on
climb
the
up the
way.
ladder. I believe
Your
they have
team
to
is
play
banning.
extremely carefully. They
True
have to
love is like
make
Your
their
wine.
draft
team is banning.
extremely carefully, I believe. And with this, we're gonna see a Matilda ban coming in from Vengeance Seekers
Time to
and
drop
a
the
Carmilla
beat
ban
of the
Your team
flash.
is
coming in from
banning.
Phobia Esports. Like they have learned from their mistake, I believe. And yeah, Carmilla was the one who was giving them issue despite of proper tigreal implosions. It was not
Butterflies born
working
Your
by
for
the
them
team
because it
wish,
was
is
the
banning.
Carmilla
guarded
whose
by
ultimate
lantern's
was
light.
being more impactful in the fight, and with this the
Your
Jukshin is
team
getting
is
banned as well
banning.
as the Joy and the Kufra as a respect ban for Dark Daisy, I believe.
Yes, and don't forget, in the start of the last match, you asked me who are you picking,
Let's
whose
fight to
draft
our
are you
heart's
uh,
content.
Your
liking
team is
more, and I
picking.
did say that Carmilla and the combo was pretty good.
Magic is my
So, and we
life.
see
Your
a
team
Harith
is
pick,
picking.
so that is an interesting pick by Drew Doody, I believe. So, let's see how this match goes, Justin.
I mean, yeah,
This
there's the
time,
Granger is
the
open. He
choice is
is, I
mine.
believe, the Granger is absolutely OP. But yeah, but the Jaman Force as well for the Harith and the second skill will be very useful, dodging those bullets of the Granger. But
Experience the
no,
youth in
Your
me
team
Chaos
is
suffering.
C
picking.
will make sure the Grangers come in their hand only because he knows the potential. The mid game to late game spike of Granger is absolutely nuts because it will melt down any tanks in front except the Lolita, unless the Vengeance Esport decide to go with a Lolita, and yeah, it might create an havoc for the marksman that is the Granger as well as the Xavier.
Yes, and I do like to point out that Loner Banana stole that Xavier from Killer. So he has been using Killer has been using that Xavier for the
Come on,
past two turns,
Dexter.
and it's going to
Your
$3,000
be
team is
worlds.
Martis. So
picking.
this time
And
around,
not a
Kirito
single worthy
does gets to
foe.
pick the Martis. So are we going to see an amazing gameplay from TJ Kirito? So it's been a long time since I've seen him play Martis. Every time, every team bans his Martis.
Yo, I want to point it out something like the Xavier. It was the Phobia Esport who picked the Xavier first. After that, Vengeance Esports took the Xavier and get the victory for themselves.
Swivel!
And
Swing!
again
Your
now,
team is
Team Phobia
banning.
Esport took the Vengeance for themselves.
Not
And like you
bad!
say, the
Okay.
Martis has been picked for their team. So yeah, I'm excited to see it work as well because I'm a global Martis too, and I want to see how this Kirito plays with the Martis. I'm absolutely excited, and also I want to see how this Fanny will respond to the Martis because she have picked the Martis after the Martis pick only. So yeah, he might be confident that she can make it through.
Yes, but
Now
I think
Akai
Himakshu
enters the
is
Your
scene.
forcing his
team
fanny
is
on every
banning.
game. I believe he should have gone for a different type of hyper, considering that now the Vengeance Seeker knows how he plays. He majorly focuses on split push and doesn't take turtles, so that gives a lot of advantage of onto the Vengeance Seeker side with that gold lead as well as that turtle buff.
That's right.
For
He
honor.
should have gone with an
Your
alpha pick, I
team
believe,
is
because it's
banning.
really impactful against the Martis if it is being played properly. And we're gonna see a Tigreal ban coming in from the side of Vengeance Seekers because the Phobia Esports have decided to ban out the Carmilla of them. So it's a kind of a trade for both of the teams. And also the Akai got banned from them. So let's see what will be the last and final ban might come from Phobia Sport because this will tell us a lot about the draft and the rumors is being getting banned left and right from both of the sides. So it might be another mage because the Sicilian is open as well as the Matilda. So let's see what gets banned.
I don't think they will ban Sicilian because Dodi has already picked Harith as a mid laner,
Muscle of
and
Acha,
iron.
Killua
acha,
is
yeah, yeah,
going
yeah.
for
Your
the
Bones
team
elephant.
of
is
steel.
banning.
And it will be a Gatokacha. So we are seeing what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those are 6 tank ban right now. So right now it's a game of whoever gets the better tank.
That's right. I mean, the Avatar of Guardian of the Gathod is really impactful, as well as all of the ultis, I believe. So yeah, they are removing all the AoE CCs that could disrupt the Granger, as well as the backlaner that is the Xavier. And with this, let's see what the final ban. And it will be another
Exactly, and
tank.
Who's picking?
That is the
I believe.
sandbag Hylos. Yeah, please
And
continue.
Justin, I believe that instead of Gato, they should have banned that Lolita, considering that it counters both Xavier as well as Granger. And if the Xavier is not able to give the skills properly, the combo properly, this is a GG for the Team Vengeance Seekers. And I do believe that they are picking that. Dark Series, Daisy is picking that Esmeralda due to that shield of
Harith.
Harith. So I don't know how this will play out now.
Fight! Fight for the
Ah, but
ultimate
they have
champion.
decided to go
Picking.
with the Hilda instead because Matilda is not too strong in this current patch and they knows it. And yeah, they have decided among themselves, they have communicated that shall I go with the Matilda? They will like nah, go with the Hilda. Chip chop. And yeah, they have locked the Hilda for themselves. So and with that, Hilda have the invade potential. So yeah, I mean Martis is pretty strong when it comes to invade. I mean he can disrupt all the invades that come into him, but yeah, if it's being done properly, like while he is in low HP, it could be fatal for him as well.
I completely agree with you. And with this, the Vengeance Seekers are left with the tank pick. And let's see what they're going to pick. I believe a smart move would be to pick Lolita. However, I do know why they're not picking it as of now. It's because he. And
I,
it's going to be a Minotaur.
Minotaur,
Your
So
will
that's an
team
finish
is
amazing
off what
pick.
picking.
was
It
left
gives the CC
undone.
as well as the heal.
Yeah, I mean it could be annoying to the Hilda, dealing some a lot of damage, and we're gonna see a Minotaur pick because there is not much frontliner tanks left to be picked. Yeah, and that's why they are going with the non-meta tanks now. And yeah, there you go. We might see some really nice Mino and Fury ult coming in from the Minotaur, and we're gonna see a Balric as a response. So yeah, the Cloud might face some issue with that with the vengeance. And also I would like to ask you, I would like to definitely go with the draft of Phobia Esports again. So yeah, I would like to ask you to which draft do you think have the upper hand in this time?
I will again go with the Vengeance Seekers, Justin. The reason for that is the late game ability of Phobia Esports is not much, I believe, if the Granger and Xavier are taken out easily by the Martis. And don't forget that they have Minotaur as well as Harith that dish out a lot of damage. And Harith with that Purify can uh, reduce the distance.
That's right. I mean, I feel like if the Minotaur decides to go with the Flask of Oasis as the first item, he could be a little bit more squishy. And Fanny, if she lands some really good cables, she can melt him down. But if it's a
Welcome
Dominance
to
Ace, he
Mobile
will be
Legends.
tanky as well. And with these guys, we are back
5
in the land
seconds
of
till the
Dawn
enemy reaches the
after the
battlefield.
long-awaited
Smash
draft
them.
into the final match
All
of this
troops
best of
deployed.
three series between Phobia Esports and Vengeance Seekers. This is Victory Arena Season 2, Round 4, Day 1, and let's see which of these two teams will stay strong and stay slay and get their way to the victory.
And that Hilda is already cutting in the lanes, and that CC is going to have bit of a problem because um, that Hilda is going to invade a lot.
And yeah, she is being trying to be disruptive because the passive of the Hilda is really strong at this point because she just have to go to the bush, and the HP she lost in the skirmish she will get it back. Meanwhile, look at the Harith. The Midland Harith is absolutely poking the Xavier out, and the Hilda will fight back, will slap back, and try deal a lot of damage to the Harith. Harith has no choice but to
First
run, but
blood.
it was a matter of fact that the Hilda's second skill Kundal will come back, and the Harith will fall along with the follow-up damage of the Fanny. So far, really nice plays coming in from the Phobia Esports.
I completely agree with you that Hadith was out of position or they were too confident uh, to engage over there. And look at that Martis trying to uh, ambush, but that Fanny is coming in to kill that. But unfortunately, he had the skills ready to escape her.
That's right, and yeah, Martis did came to save it, but yeah, it's fine. Everything is looking decent for both of the teams for now, but yeah, they should be focusing on the turtle instead of overstaying into the lane because they should focus on the objectives. And with this, Fanny is going towards the blue buff and not aware. Martis is might be not aware of the fact of that, and he is wasting a little bit of time on that buff, and he should be starting the turtle a little bit too early, but yeah, he is a little bit looking a little bit confused on that.
I think they know that the fan is not going to go for the buff, turtle buff, so they're going to delay it. But I don't think that's a wise choice. That shows that they are overconfident for this. And don't forget that Fanny has a lot of damage.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
right.
time around, the Fanny is going to take it, and they have the retribution ready for it.
Yeah, and it seems after this all these games, Fanny have finally decided to come to the fight and will make sure the turtle goes in the hands of them. And will while Martis with the decimation will get one kill and coming back from war, there goes the double kill and the triple kill. Definitely is getting the maniac, but not so soon because the first kill of the Xavier will shut him down. Great kills, but he will be shutting down. But this will be a 3-4 score for both of the teams.
And yes, and I believe Martis should have the Sky Piercer ready by now. I think so. And yes, he has the Sky Piercer ready. So this will be an interesting game now because Martis will stack up soon.
That's right. It's the Martis with the Sky Piercer is becomes really unpredictable, and the blazing duet of the Cloud will make sure Granger falls down. That's really countering the Granger it seems, and their Cranny will be coming with the steel cables along with the cut rod. Will make sure the Claude goes down as a trade, and let's see what kind of plays these two teams gonna be because the Granger doesn't seems like he can fight the Claude in the fights.
As of now, he doesn't, but as the game progresses, don't forget that Sky Piercer, along with that Hunter Strike, will give him a lot of mobility to dodge the Claw's ulti as well as skills. So let's see how the game plays out because right now the Granger is stacking up his
Ooh,
stacks. And that kill by
meanwhile,
Fanny on Harith.
yeah, the Zaman force has been popped by the Harriet. He thought that he will be tanky enough to tank the Fanny damage, but not enough because Fanny did manage to secure the kill on him. And meanwhile, look at the Hilda just enjoying her lane, dominating the CC, and abusing her passive to be tanky as hell. And yeah, look at that. She is waiting for it. But in the top lane, if you see, they are trying to force out the top lane. It seems.
Yes, but the Martis is going to take down the Hilda, I believe, in the bottom lane. But no, the Hilda escapes properly. So let's see if they are able to take down the turtle. And that Mino gets the ulti on Granger, the kill on Granger. And that Fanny secures the MM. And I think the Minotaur will be taken down. So this was a good trade for the Phobia Esports. And the Martis takes down the turtle.
Yeah, I mean, nice trade of a kill coming in from Phobia Esports, making sure that gets the kill as well as the turret, tier 1 turret. So with this, it will be 1-for-1 turtle for both of the teams. Meanwhile, the Harriet is trying to burst out the Hilda alone, but that's will be not enough. Definitely not enough because Hilda is tanky like anything. Meanwhile, CC is in the middle of them. Also, Martins will be getting a shutdown into Himanshu. That is the Fanny, and that's a great catch. That's a great fish that he have caught because Fanny did had 3 kills. I mean, have some kills stacked up, and she will be shut down in the situation.
And as we see the Sky Piercer getting stacked by Martis, I believe the Granger will go for either the BOD or the Malefic Roar. So after it, I think he will build the Sky Piercer in order to get more kills and make the usefulness of the Sky Piercer more effective. And I don't think the Dodi has built his first item as of now because he built I believe, he got the item right now as I was speaking. So let's see what happens now.
Bro, the Hilda, she doesn't care Minotaur ultimates or the CC deals damage. She just doesn't gives up and takes out the turret there. And in the skirmish, the tank and the CC they overextended and they will be punished. And it's like the Hilda knows it's Maqsad, I believe, and will get the turret as well as the teammates
And the
of
maqsad
Vengeance Esports. And look
and the
at that.
maqsad of the red team is going to be to kill that Claude. He was out of position and he will be punished for it. Look at that Harith. Although that Xavier secured the kill pretty easily over here.
Yeah, and look at the HP of the Xavier is in he's in low HP. There's no people to snipe him out, but Martis knows the objectives. He will take out the bot lane turret of it, but he will fall in the process. But that's quite of a trade, I would say, because the turret has been taken down. This will give a lot of gold, but at the same time, Fanny will be the turtle for their team as well.
Yes, and finally, it's good to see Fanny taking the buffs, the turtles, after 2 games of her not being taking anything. So it's a pretty easy turtle, and I believe this will affect the gameplay of Engine Seeker a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they are pushing the turrets left and right. The Blessing Turret has been trying to take out the Granger, but he will be escaping from the situation. But I can clearly see the Claude is a counter. But the Wrath of the Dread has been popped by the Belric in the middle of the 5 million Fury as a follow up damage. And the damage is not enough, it seems. But where's the Martis? There goes the Decimation. He is trying to get his hands on the low HP enemies, but the regen of the Belric will make sure he survives the fight with a bare minimum of HP. And the Granger is trying to do some poke so that the buffs goes to his hands instead.
And I do have to commend that Harith over there because that Harith was trying his level best. It was 3 versus 1, and he took down one of the heroes from Phobia Esports. This was a good try to get the Fanny's buff, although the Fanny had the retribution.
That's right, and we're gonna see that Wrath of the Dread has been popped in the middle of the people, and Fanny will make sure that A to Z and Killer God will be taken down. And with this, Martis will be getting his hands on the anti-lifesteal item after the Thunder Bell. So perfect build coming in from the Martis as well. So the Phobia Esports seems like they are trying to get the turrets, the objectives as much as possible. Look at that, and but the Martis is there to defend the turret for them.
Yes, and look at that split push coming in from the of Engine Seeker, although that Hilda is there to protect her lane. Look at that Fanny coming in to kill that Harith, and she secures the kill.
It's the second time the Herald is trying to fight back the Fanny with the Zaman Force, but that's not enough because she has the damage. And with this, Killua will be taken down. Look at that, the Martis is trying to be annoying, but Minion 4 Minion Roar has been popped, but there's not much follow up except the Fini, except the CC that will make sure the Xavier goes down, and there comes the follow up of the Granger. Will deal a lot of damage to the CC, but not enough to take him down. And with this, they will be starting the Lord for themselves, and Martis is quite off in the position to try to do a steal, I believe. Let's see, and the Hilda is going there, and this might be okay. That's not enough to take out the turtle, and Fanny will be getting the objective instead. And yeah,
I believe the Harith spell is the issue over here. He did use Purify to
mhm.
escape from the tank, I believe, Belric and the CC of Xavier, but I think another skill would have been much better over here, and
Yeah,
that gets taken down again.
the Belric, the Wrath of the Dread is popping, and the Blessing Sword has been popped in the middle. The Fanny is forced to move back, and the Belric is also in the position. Look at the Ranger will make sure the Harriet as well as the Cloud goes down because the damage spike of the Granger is real at this point. Despite he has not taken the Sky Piercer, he still have the raw damage the Granger has. But it's always better to have a Sky Piercer as a Granger. And with this, the Martis is the one man standing defending the Lord. And there comes the Minotaur doing the perfect Minion Roar. But there's not people to follow him up except the CC, which did give the follow up and will take out the Belric. But she is stuck between 4 people, it seems, and she will be taken down. And Martis, where is the Martis? Okay, he will be trying to get his hands on her as well as the Harriet.
That was a good defense by the team Vengeance Seeker, and all of them were low if the Martis has popped his ulti over there, it would have been a GG. It would have been a maniac perhaps.
Yeah, and that was a really nice minion row, right? And yeah, if there was a really good follow up, and it could be really fatal, especially if the Martis was there. But here we go. It's a 10 for 12, 25.
Yes, and right now the advantage is with the Phobia Esports with that amazing late game ability because Harith is yet to show his skills, I believe, and it's mainly due to him lacking the CC, whereas the the Phobia Esports have a lot of CC with them, with that Hilda, Xavier, as well as the Elric. So let's see what happens, and we see a lot of damage coming in from Granger. He was popping his ult one after another. So I believe they will be able to defend this, although how for how long it's yet to be seen.
Yep, it seems like my phone did got switched off, and I feel like Alfred, you have to continue the match because I am next to the lobby, and you have to continue it.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine, Justin. I'll carry on without you. Uh, So, guys, Justin will be out. I'll be carrying forward the match. It seems that the Phobia Esports is taking the Lord by themselves, and I don't think it will be a contest. And once it's done, it will be an evolved Lord, 13-minute Lord. So the damage will be there from the minions as well as the Lord. Let's see how the Vengeance Seeker defend it, because right now they are in a bad position considering the only the okay, both the mage and the marksman have their core items, but the damage from Granger as well as Xavier is too much for the team Vengeance Seeker. The Fanny is doing God's work as of now. She is coming into the team fights and getting out pretty safely, popping in the ults wherever necessary. And the lanes have been synced properly, and the Hilda is going for the mid lane. So all the three lanes are going to come around the same time, I believe. So the defense is going to be very crucial from the Vengeance Seeker side if they need to uh, go to the semi-finals. And let's see what happens. And the mid lane turret has been taken down, and the damage from the Granger is amazing. And then Mino pops his ult, coming in with the Vengeance, and then Marty secures his kill with his ulti. And I think it will be a second kill, but that Fanny has an amazing follow-up, and the Granger takes down. I think this will be the end for the Vengeance Seeker. And so it seems this was an amazing gameplay by the Phobia Esports, coming back from the one defeat in the first game. Sorry, the first game was won by Phobia Esports. And I think the Harith was the weak link amongst the Vengeance Seeker. It was a well played game by Phobia Esports. With that, it's a wrap for today. We'll be getting back to you tomorrow at the same time with the next set of matches for the quarterfinals. And all the congratulations to Phobia as well as Dakusena for heading to the semifinals for this tournament. Thank you guys. See you next time. Signing off.